It's not forever. Hi guys, so my webcam is still being a a-hole and telling me this is pretty much done, but I don't care. So, some time ago, I made a about almost 18-minute video where I reviewed all 3 books in the Hunger Games trilogy. And let's get that a little closer. And I realized, well, that's a little much. And also, I was in a bad mood that day, so the video wasn't that enjoyable when, you know, the person reviewing the book is in a really bitchy mood. But I'm in a good mood. And I decided, why do that to you viewers and make you sit through almost an 18-minute video? That's not fun. No. I don't even like doing that. Unless it's a book I really care about. So I decided I'll be nice. I took the video down, and I'm going to review each book separately in their own little video. So, start us off. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, published by Scholastic, and came out in 2008. So if you don't know what, because I'm lazy and I explain stuff very horribly, I will read the back to you. It says, winning means fame and fortune, losing means certain death. The Hunger Games have begun. In the ruins of a place once known as North America lies the nation of Panem, a shining capital surrounded by 12 outlying districts. The capital is harsh and cruel and keeps the districts in line by forcing them all to send one boy and one girl between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in the annual Hunger Games, a fight to the death on live TV. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen regards it as a death sentence when she steps forward to take her sister's place in the games. But Katniss has been close to death before, and survival for her is second nature. Without really meaning to, she becomes a contender. But if she is to win, she will have to start making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. And it's, oh, I love it. Like, okay, hold on real quick, let me show you. Because one of the things I love about these books is the little thingy they have at the top with the chapters. So hold on, first this is what, see that's the little design they have at the beginning, and that's what the font looks like. I don't know if you can see it that well, but yeah. But anyway, I had heard so many good things about this book before I read it. And I was one of the people, because usually when I hear, sometimes, it's very rare that happens, but sometimes when I hear so much hype about a book and I finally read it, there is that small chance I know that I might not like it. And I might be one of the weirdos in the world that everyone else loves this book, but I'm just sitting there like, you know. But, so, that's why it took me so long to read it. I started reading this, and I probably should have got my popsicle stick, but it was January of this year, because I'd seen the trailer for the movie, and the movie looked really good. And I'm one of those people that I usually try to read a book before I see the movie, because I already knew I was going to see the movie. So I started this in January this year, and I finished it, I think, like the 2nd of March. So not long before I was going to go see the movie. And if I remember correctly, I believe I gave this a 5 out of 5. I did have a written review on my Tumblr, which I'll put in the bottom. So if you want to check that out, you can. So basically, first of all, I'm going to put this down because that's going to get annoying. But basically, it was just a really good book, guys, and it's really enjoyable. If I remember correctly, I think it's part of the dystopian kind of books. I might be wrong. Tell me. But yeah, I fell in love with the characters so easily. I love Katniss. She's a really strong character, I think, and she's just, I don't know what to say. I'm getting tongue-tied. Okay, she's, a great character. She really well written. Peeta is another character I love, and so is Gale, even though you don't see much Gale in this. There's one thing, though, that actually a review I watched pointed out that I didn't notice, but then once they pointed out, I totally noticed it in Catching Fire and Mockingjay, which kind of annoyed me, but, Suzanne Collins has a habit of, stopping sentences where she could have easily just put a comma. And I can't give an example, I probably should have looked it up, but there are some moments in both books where it's you could have just used a comma there. That sentence didn't really need to stop there. Nope. Really didn't. and I've become like such a fan that I have like a Mockingjay pen and a Mockingjay necklace. It's ridiculous. But I will say this, since I did see the movie, I prefer the book to the movie. Like, the movie did a really good job at adapting. Like, I can say this, like, I'm a Twilight fan, and it was so much better movie adaptation than Twilight, because Twilight fucking failed. But anyway, but Hunger Games did a really good job. Like, there were some big things that they didn't have in the movie, which, if you've not seen the movie, I'm going to spoil. But there were some things that they took out that I didn't like. They kind of shortened the whole cave scene, which was, I love that part. They didn't show Katniss getting dehydrated. Like, you know, that she, like, got in the woods and then she found water. It's like, no, that's not how it happens. And Peeta kept his leg. That was the part I really loved, when they were up in the hovercraft and she was pounding on the glass. And Peeta kept his leg in the movie. And I really didn't like the looks of the mutts. I didn't like them in the movie, but overall, and they kind of shortened, and it really wasn't, like, I was still sad, and I did tear up, but Rue's death in the, yeah, I don't know. Like, it was a good job, but they just, like, introduced Rue, a couple scenes with Rue dies. It's like, wait, no, there's more to Rue. The one thing that I did love in the movie that they added was they kind of showed District 11's reaction, which I loved. Yay. Because that wasn't in the book. Like, that's more like Catching Fire, which I think was the reason we put in, kind of like foreshadowing Catching Fire. But, anyway, back to this. I kind of went on a rant there. Sorry, guys. It's a really good book. It's really well written, except for that one little quirk that I didn't like. The characters, like, I really can't say anything about the characters. Like, even the characters that are total assholes. Like, you kind of feel a little bad for them when they die. Like, but the one death that I was like, really? That awesome character, you killed him that way? That was Foxface. I was like, this girl is so clever. Like, she is, you know, she knows how to stay alive. And how does she get killed? She eats berries that she thinks, since Peeta has them, that they're safe. I'm like, no, really? That's how you kill her? When she's able to, like, get past the career's booby traps and then, you know, able to get her bag without any hassle? Really? That's how we kill her? She eats berries? Really? But yeah, I'm gonna make this quick. Not really, since it's already almost 8 minutes. But, if you've not read it, I strongly recommend it. Personally, to enjoy the movie, I would say watch the movie first, then read this. Because if you read this first, before you see the movie, you're going to be like me, and you're just going to be, like, totally tearing it apart. Like, oh, this was strange, and you won't really enjoy it that much. So but read the book. Do read it. Like, I'm one of the people, I either read before or after I see the movie. Because I have to know the differences. I'm weird like that. But don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the movies, but I want to know what they changed and what's different. So, yeah, it's boys or girls will love it. There is a somewhat love triangle, but it's not the main focus of the story. The main focus is the Hunger Games and how these kids have to kill each other, and it's horrible. So yeah, the Hunger Games. If you haven't read it, read it. If you have read it, tell me your thoughts and your opinions down in the comments. And yeah, so I gave it 5 out of 5. And my next video should be about Catching Fire. Bye, guys.